Hello everyone, welcome to Affairs Cloud. The Union government had recently amended the domicile rules for the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. So in this video, let's take a look at the new domicile rules for Jammu and Kashmir. So at first, let's take a look at the current affairs regarding this issue. So on the 2nd of April, the Union government had made changes in the domicile rules that will allow Indians from across the country to apply for local government jobs in the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, this also includes the state police force. Now, an important point to be noted here is that this decision, that is the change in the domicile rules, comes 8 months after the government's decision to strip the special status of Jammu and Kashmir, that is abrogation of Article 370 and Article 35A of the Indian Constitution was revoked 8 months prior to this amendment in the domicile rules. Also, Jammu and Kashmir was stripped of its statehood and it was bifurcated into 2 union territories. So this is an important point that you have to remember. So now let's take a look at the current affairs in a little bit more detail. So on the first week of April, the Union government had introduced a new definition of domicile in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir through the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Order of 2020. Now this is an adaptation of the state laws that used to exist previously. Now coming to this, the new definition, that is the new definition for domicile rules, allows all Indian citizens to apply for government jobs in the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir if they fulfill certain conditions. Now these conditions will be looked into detail further in the video. Also, through this order that was passed on the 2nd of April, the government has also, along with this redefinition of domicile, also repealed 29 laws and amended 109 other laws. Now an important point to be noted here is that certain other exclusive laws that were exclusive to the state of Jammu and Kashmir were repealed along with the abrogation of Article 370. Now, if in case you didn't know, Jammu and Kashmir used to have a separate constitution, and the repeal, and these were the laws that were not repealed when Article 370 was abrogated, and now along with the redefinition of domicile, these laws have also been repealed. Now let's take a look at the background of this issue. Now, special laws govern the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, and these exclusive laws and legal framework was notified in the years of 1927 and 1932. And these also defined citizenship, property rights and privileges of the state subjects of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, when Jammu and Kashmir acceded to India, these laws were preserved under Articles 370 and Article 35A of the Constitution of India, which restricted local property rights, government jobs and scholarships to permanent residents. So what this means in essence is that only permanent residents of the state of Jammu and Kashmir were able to obtain and maintain property within the state. Only they were allowed to hold governmental jobs, and only they were allowed to hold scholarships within the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, outlining the definition of a permanent resident was also the sole responsibility and mandate of the state government and its legislature. That is, only the state government and its legislature had the entire authority to outline the definition of a permanent resident. The Union government did not have any authority to outline who a permanent resident of the state of Jammu and Kashmir is. Until 2019, Jammu and Kashmir had enjoyed this special status under the already discussed constitutional provisions of Article 370 and Article 35A. Now, due to these special constitutional provisions, it didn't allow anyone from the rest of India, anyone outside the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir, to obtain domicile status in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, what this meant in essence was that outsiders, that is people outside the state of Jammu and Kashmir, couldn't apply for jobs in the local government, that is the state government of Jammu and Kashmir, or own any property in the state. Now, both of these provisions, that is the Article 370 and 35A, were scrapped on the 5th of August 2019. So, what this meant was that the definition of the domicile status or the state government's sole authority in order to define a permanent resident of the state was also scrapped along with these provisions. So now let's take a look at the newly amended domicile rules and who can be domiciled or employed in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So this new rule only reserves non-gazetted class 4 jobs for the permanent residents or the natives of Jammu and Kashmir. So what this means is that even now, even after the amendment of the domicile rules, the non-gazetted class 4 jobs are still only made exclusive for the permanent residents of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now otherwise, the domicile rules has certain condition and in order to qualify as a domicile applicant. So let's take a look at these conditions. So the applicants for a domicile should have resided in the state of Jammu and Kashmir for 15 years or should have studied in the state school for a minimum of 7 years and should have appeared in either the class 10th public examination or the class 12th public examination within the state. So other than the previously mentioned conditions, the children of central government officers and employees of public sector undertakings, PSUs and banks, central universities, etc. Also others who have served in Jammu and Kashmir government for minimum of 10 years will also be eligible to apply for the gazetted and non-gazetted governmental jobs. Now these also include those who work outside the state but for the state government. Other than this, the migrants, that is the people who have migrated from other states to the state of Jammu and Kashmir that are registered by the Relief and Rehabilitation Commissioner need not have to fulfill the aforementioned requirements or conditions in order to satisfy the newly amended domicile rules, and these migrants will also automatically be eligible for a domicile certificate. Now the newly amended domicile rules has made all local government jobs available to non-residents, that is non-natives, and including those in the police and administration departments. For example, a non-resident, a non-native outside Jammu and Kashmir could now be a station house officer in the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. He could be in the administrative wing, he could be in the fire service, he could work as a village administrative officer somewhere in the remote villages of Jammu and Kashmir. So the result of this, or the impact that this has created, is the immediate implication of this change will most likely be reflected in the administrative setup of the state, which has so far been dominated by Jammu and Kashmir natives. So what this essentially means is that if non-residents, that is non-natives, happen to take the share of the pie that was previously occupied by the local Jammu and Kashmir natives, this could lead to a change in the administrative setup. Now, this change could be because Jammu and Kashmir has so far enjoyed special status within the Indian Constitution, and the intake of non-residents could impact the nature of administration that has been carried out in the state. Now, this change and the administrative setup can also have a political impact, and this is also a very important point that we have to note. Thank you for watching. I hope you all liked our video. Please leave your feedback in the form of comments, and please remember to subscribe to our channel. Meet you in the next video.